Hello and welcome to the Fibonacci free video for Monday, August 8th. This is David and I'll be looking at NVDA with you today. It was the story of the day. And look, leading up to today's action, back here at the beginning of July, it had come down, right, since its all-time high, coming down into the Voodoo fire line. These are the most important of the Voodoo line levels. There's one here at 145.78, and from that July low, it had rallied up to these levels by the 190.64 fire line, a companion level equally important, and that's where we were at the end of last week. We tried to get above, we came back below, tested from below, and held as resistance. And that led up to today's action, where before the open this morning, NVIDIA pre-announced revenues as a significant miss to their guidance. And of course, if you're watching NVIDIA at all today, you know that it had big drop subsequent. Now, that drop only served to take NVIDIA from that fire line to its tree line right here at 173.51, a little below, but it recovered by the end of the day. And of course, these tree lines are the second most important of the Voodoo line levels. It is a place where you would certainly look to see if there was support. It may just be temporary and we head back down, but that's where these Voodoo line roadmaps come into play, right? So the roadmap was what told us that, you know, in holding this lower fire line, right? It got, you know, below it here in early July and came up and tested and held and straight up, right? It's what told us, look, if we're going to bounce from this 145.78 fire line, the next level that we should potentially look to, if it's going to continue to be bullish, is 190.64. It doesn't mean that we have to get all the way there, and we're going to want to monitor these next degree level lines in between. And it did hold those tree lines on the way up. To remain bullish, it really should hold one or the other of these tree lines. Ideally for bulls, this lower one at 173.51, although I don't know that that's in the cards, hold that and work its way up to 190.64 again. And if this time around, instead of failing and getting resistance under, if it can break through and find support above, then that would indicate that it's heading back up. Now, between the tree line at today's low and that fire line at last week's high, we have snow lines in between. And this will work its way up above those if it's going to attack that Voodoo fire line. So that's what you want to watch to the upside, 180.05 and 184.10. Now, in the meantime, if it's going to head lower, whether directly or perhaps from one of these snow lines, it would send us back down through 173.51 and towards 162.92 and then back below. Now, look, you can say this with any lines, right? Draw lines between any levels, between a high and a low, and you're generally going to be able to draw two lines anywhere and say it's got to get through these to get to whatever's on the other side. However, right, what is important about the Voodoo lines is not just that these two tree lines happen to be between these two fire lines, it's where they are, right? Yes, 173.51 and 162.92 are both between these two fire lines. But it's where the fire lines are located that price does tend to find them, and same with these tree lines, and therefore they also end up being great levels to manage the progression of this move. So while I can't tell you exactly what NVIDIA is going to do next, I can tell you the levels that I'm watching for in its roadmap and that I will be using to monitor it to next. So that's what I've got here for this evening. I hope you found it useful, and I will see you at the next update. Hey, David here with Simpler Trading. Thanks for taking a few minutes to watch this video. I hope you found it useful. And if you did, please help us out. Click the like button. You can also add your comments below. We love to read those and respond to them. You can also click the bell icon. That will alert you whenever we have new and updated videos. And if you want to watch us trade in real time with our own money, you can visit simplertrading.com to learn how to sign up. Until I see you again, as always, good trading, and we'll see you at the next video.